X.
I don't have a mustache.
Smoking drugs and drinking beers. I need a new vagina. Girl turned me on. I still love you.
No.
I just don't want to do you. What state was this? Utah.
New York.
Okay.
There's a wolf running around somewhere.
A what? Wait, a what?
A wolf?
Oh my God, no, listen. There is an L in that word. Okay?
Project X.
MorningShowCentral.com.
You do realize we have cameras on us, right? Everyone saw that?
Yep. From the Kingdom of Nye, you're listening to Project X. I am Otter. To my left is Pat. To my left are Girl. To my right, Johnny Five.
I like it.
Hey!
What?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear me.
Unfortunately, even with headphones, I could.
Right? Yeah. In the production studio, Chris MSC Everyman, and I'm going to remember her name. Semi-normal. Intern Semi-normal in the green room.
Intern knows. There we go. Oh.
Yeah, that's exactly how we react every single time.
Intern knows what she's doing. That's
Does
what
she?
we should call her.
Intern knows what she's talking about. That's my thought after the end of last week.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you didn't like her too much after last week.
Yeah. I have forgiven her for that. I know she wants to act cool around you guys.
We forgave her immediately.
So
We, on the other hand, couldn't stop laughing.
she's trying to say some funny things just to act like she's all cool because she wants to impress the guys. It's all right. I understand.
See what happened.
Well, here's the thing. She's trying to say funny things, which puts her one up on Girl.
What happened last week after we went off the air? Oh, she's going to come in and beat you at. Oh, no, it's not.
The door opened. Everyone's like, oh, it's on.
Rooster is here this week then.
Check that out.
Yay.
To answer that question.
What happened last week after we went off the air, while we were on the air, we were razzing Girl about her mustache because it was kind of thick last week.
I don't have a mustache.
And, well, we found out that, in fact, you don't. What happened is the intern came in afterward, and she pointed out that it's not a mustache. It is, in fact, a mole.
that we were noticing all night.
Yeah.
It's got to be a big mole to cast that kind of shadow for us to think it's a mustache.
Where are you seeing this, by the way?
Molly.
I didn't see it. The intern observed it.
Well, the mole is there. Yes, I have a mole on my
Oh,
face,
you're saying you can't see the shadow.
I'm saying like where.
It's
Well,
because
of
it's
course you
below
can.
your
It's-
nose,
yeah.
dumbass.
I can't see my mustache.
Right. Go on, look. I want to see you try to look. Try to see your mustache.
Are you talking to me or
no,
her?
I want to see her. No, don't do it the cheap way.
And then try to lick your elbow, because that would be funny too.
You can't look at it on the screen. The screen adds mustaches.
Hairs.
Yeah, the screen makes it look thicker than it actually is.
I just wanted to see her go cross-eyed.
Hey, that's what every boyfriend you've ever had have told you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you're not right there, get to the website, projectxshow.com. Project spelled with a K.
Not with a C.
Backwards if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call the show, 888-668-0742, toll-free worldwide. I feel like a lot of things happened this week in the news, like a lot of interesting things for us to talk about, yet I have none of them in front of me
Yeah, Titanic sunk.
to talk about, which is weird, dude. Like, that one thing, okay, there's that cruise ship that's in Italy that's, like, sitting sideways on some rocks in the water, and it's the...
So it didn't sink. It's doing much better than Titanic.
it's half sunk.
Yeah.
It's half submerged. And it's the 100-year anniversary of the Titanic going down.
And the band played on.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, but the captain abandoned ship, unlike in the Titanic.
Well, because this captain
dude
was
was-
smart.
Because this guy has studied the Titanic.
This dude was like, I'm out. They were like, get back to your ship. He's like, no, I'm out.
Well, this dude, first of all, like, I guess he waited till some of the passengers got off. There was only about maybe less than 100 passengers on when he took off. The problem is, I guess he's in jail now.
Yeah.
Because they're saying they're holding him on charges of some kind of like water manslaughter.
Yeah.
Because I guess like I don't know what, like 5 or 6 people have died so far.
Well, they just found some more. I think they found 9 dead bodies just this morning.
That's cool.
Well, because there's like a bunch missing. There's
there's like 50
a couple
or
dozen.
60 something.
There's like a
Well,
couple dozen still missing.
Here's my problem. Okay, if you're going to charge the guy, if he would have stayed on the ship and died himself, that's technically speaking murder-suicide.
Sure.
Can he be charged after the fact then?
Post-mortem?
Yeah.
I think he could. Just
Why
to
would you
smear
do
his
that?
name. Because he killed people. Why not?
I don't know.
Not intentionally.
Smear his
I mean,
name. Well, see, here's what happened, though. What happened was, in case you didn't hear the story, it's this Italian cruise liner. It's a massive ship. The company that owns this boat is owned by Carnival. So you know how big those boats are.
Right.
And they were passing some island on their regular cruise route, like around Italy, and they're supposed to stay, like, 500 meters away from the shore of this island because of like the sandbars and the rocks that obviously are over there. And this guy went in like 500 meters, whatever that is in American talk. This guy went in like 150 meters from the shore to do, and I was in the Navy and I've never heard of this in my life, but he did like a maritime bow or something, which I guess what that basically is when you come up along the shore, he turns the ship parallel with the shore and then kind of like maneuvers the boat somehow, so like a side of the boat will tip to like bow, if you will, at the people that live on this island.
Oh, it tipped all right.
That's 546 yards.
And nice. And so he was way closer than that. And he tipped, he bowed, but he was a little top heavy, and he toppled over, and now he's stuck on these rocks sideways, and half of the boat is submerged in the water. So not only that, but I guess the dude didn't give the order to like abandon ship until an hour after the boat tipped. Like he just sat down to dinner with people, and like the boat starts tipping, and people are like, "Whoa, this isn't right." And he's like, "It's electrical failure." Why am I walking on the wall? What kind of electrical failure is that?
Is your electrical system responsible for gravity?
Yeah. Well, Otter, you might be able to. I didn't.
Because that chandelier is leaning.
Is the ship's name the Enterprise?
I didn't realize that cruise ships, or maybe all ships, maybe you would know this, have a black box like airplanes
Yeah.
do.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize that until I read this article, and it said that the black box like has the point of impact on it, and then there's the call.
Impact.
There's
There's a T at the end of that.
yeah,
one.
there's a T at the end of that one. And
Wow,
then,
the impact of the wolf.
yeah. And then an hour later, he, like you said, he did the call, but I didn't realize that those ships have black boxes on them.
Oh, you have
they
to.
can research all that stuff.
I think everybody's jumping the gun and condemning this guy though, because we've all seen cruise ship magicians before. And maybe it wasn't he was bowing to the island. He was trying to toss that douche overboard, and he waited until the magician drowned to give the all clear.
Well, I guess,
the evacuate.
and it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out because, first of all, that island, there's a retired, I guess, Italian Navy admiral, which isn't really a Navy admiral if you ask me, but whatever. He was in the Italian Navy, and he was an admiral that lives on that island, and also...
So the very definition of a Navy admiral.
But he's Italian.
But he's Italian. For the Italian
It's not
Navy.
like you said a French Italian or a French Navy admiral.
Okay, maybe I'm mixing my words. All I'm trying to say is the Italian Navy is a bunch of gondolas. Okay, so to be an admiral of a couple gondolas isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, but they swing those oars with force.
This is true, and they play a mean fiddle. But
in Georgia.
Yep. So they have that guy living on the island, but
long way from
also
Naples, dude.
the head waiter, whose dad lives on that island. The head waiter called his dad like the day before or something from the boat and was like, "Hey, dude, we're gonna pass by and we're gonna bow to you, okay?"
So it's
so
his
like
fault.
now they don't know if the waiter said it to the captain or if the captain just wanted to do it because of the admiral. But either way, he bowed the ship, and now the ship is tipped, stuck on these rocks.
The bow didn't end.
No, he's still bowing.
Still bow. I heard the captain has a like reputation for doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's kind of like he's like Maverick. If you get the Top Gun reference.
See, Sully would have done that.
No, absolutely not.
So you're saying it went
didn't
from
bow to the Hudson.
It went from a bow to like a drunken collapse on your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although technically, I guess maybe that's what Sully was doing.
You know, I
He
just
was
recently
bowing to Manhattan.
watched Airplane, and I feel like this is going to be like the new generation's Airplane.
I think the captain needs to be charged with something because either way, the dude knows he effed up. Because when he
got the hell off the
well,
boat.
he did, dude. He got the hell off the boat.
And
I'd
they
have
said
done
he
the
called a
same thing,
taxi.
dude.
He went to shore and called a taxi.
He's like, I'm out of here. It's like
He wanted to get out of there.
it's like when I crashed my car wasted into a tree. I wanted to run the hell out of there. That's what he was doing. He was like, if I'm not here, nobody will notice. It's fine. It'll just wash
He's like,
away.
there isn't any record that I was in charge, right? You're in charge now. See ya.
No, you saved the whole ship's log and the black box.
Yep. I retire. You're promoted.
I have the transcript in front of me of when he called.
Hold on to that for half a second, because what happened was the Italian Coast Guard ordered him, like they somehow got a hold of him after he was on shore and ordered him back on the boat. And he said, they're reporting that he said the only way he agreed to go back on the boat was if he could
right?
No, but was if he could retrieve the black box. So he knows there's stuff recorded on there, and he was just gonna take the black box and hightail it out of there.
Captain's log. I was hijacked 2 hours ago. That's the ticket.
What's the transcript say?
The Somali pirates have got long-range boats.
He doesn't say in the transcript that he'll only go to get the black box, but he does say, they ask him what his name is, and then when they find out who he is, they say, listen,
it's your boat, dude.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
there are people trapped on board. Now you go with your boat under the prow on the starboard side. There's a pilot ladder. You will climb that ladder and go on board. You go on board, and then you will tell me how many people there are. Is that clear? I'm recording this conversation.
No.
For quality assurance, I'm recording this conversation.
And my answer would be, you're the Coast Guard. You're responsible for getting people out, not me. Go yourself.
Okay, so then he's like, listen, the boat's tipping. And
no, the boat's done tipped.
The boat's on its side.
Yeah.
That ship has sailed and sunk, no pun intended, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, his exact quote was, in this moment, the boat is tipping. So then they say, I understand that. There are people coming down the pilot ladder, and they basically tell me he needs to go back there. And he's saying, please, no, I don't want to go. And then he goes, I'm here with the rescue boats.
Blow the whistle.
I'm not going anywhere. I am here.
I don't think you've realized how bad I've screwed up.
Yeah.
I'm not getting back on that ship.
Well, and it says even in a very low voice, he goes, the boat is tipping. Like, he doesn't even want to really tell them that the boat's tipping, but he knows he has to.
Listen, I don't know if you've noticed what's going on, but the boat is tipping over. That's why I'm not there.
It's like when a kid does something bad and they know they did something bad, and the parents trying to get it out of them. What did you do, Johnny? I lit the dog on fire.
Yeah.
What did you do? I tipped the boat.
Yeah. The boat is tipping. Shh.
No, seriously, maybe nobody will notice.
If I'm really far away, they can't know, right?
This massive
this guy flipped
tall
out.
boat.
This guy said, I'm going to make sure you get in trouble. I'm going to make you pay for this. Go on board. And then there was a curse word. It doesn't say what it was.
It was Italian.
And I would have said,
Yeah.
kiss my ass. Man,
And then-
I got off for a reason. I'm
Yeah.
not going
I
back.
am not
He
on the
goes-
boat, and unless you have handcuffs and a stun gun, I'm not going back on it.
Exactly. I don't agree with this whole the captain has to stay with. No. I mean, he has a life like anybody else. Let him go.
As a captain of a boat, you have a certain responsibility to your passengers, though.
Yeah, and as soon as you hit the rocks, that responsibility's over.
But
Apparently,
it's
you're not that
not.
responsible, and you're not that good at your job.
that's like-
Get the hell out. They're better off on their own.
So is that in the job interview? Like, all right, so you've had how many years experience? Okay, are you willing to go down in a fiery ball with your passengers?
If you're going to become the captain of a boat, that goes without being said. Like, that's just proper protocol. That's what you do. It's like a fireman not running into a fire and running the other way. You stay there because you're responsible for the people that you're there to help.
But the difference
whatever.
is the captain of a boat signed up to sail the boat, not sink with it. The fireman signed up to run into the
It
fire.
would be the same.
They know
Yeah.
that they could sink on that boat.
It would be the same if the fireman set the fire and then stood around waiting for people.
Yeah.
No, he said, I
And
set the
said-
fire. I'm getting the hell out of here.
and said,
No, that's
"Damn,
my
that looks
fire."
hot."
What happened was the junior officers on this boat knew better than the captain, because while the captain's trying to tell people that it's just an electrical problem, as they see that the boat is past like a 45-degree angle and is going to go for sure, they basically said that the junior officers of that boat basically had a mutiny and like just didn't
So
listen
they
to the
should be
captain.
charged.
They started getting people on the lifeboats. They were like, captain's not telling us what to do, but screw him because we're going down, dude. You people need to get to these lifeboats and get the hell out of here. As the
captain
captain's
sat
cutting
there.
his steak, and he's like, nope, it's just a flicker of a light bulb, dude. It's cool.
Captain's cutting his steak, going to eat it, and it's going past his right ear.
I wish they would get inside this thing.
They
That's what she said.
did. They just blew holes in the bottom of it. They sent divers. It's what happened. It's what happened.
Well, that's when they found those dead bodies. But I mean, I'm looking through a photo.
They were
gallery.
alive until the charges went off right by their head on the other side.
Yeah. I'm looking through the photo gallery right now. I want to see pictures from like inside. I want to see how messed up this boat is.
It's gonna look like Ghost Ship.
Here's the thing. We're missing a whole bunch, right? Like, there's
not a
people
whole
that-
bunch, but
there's people that aren't accounted for.
29.
Okay. stop looking, because anyone who's ever seen anything J.J. Abrams has written knows they'll be back in 40 years just fine.
That's how it works, right?
What's the closest island to that island? You need to look on that island.
If television,
It's
and
not on a
movies
map. Nobody knows.
taught me anything.
Did they take the polar bear with them? Just tell me that.
Because that would explain how the damn thing got there in the first place.
Yeah.
Since the writers apparently decided we should know.
The one question left unanswered that bugs everybody. What the hell was with the polar bear?
The one question that started in week 2 of the series. Oh, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Don't worry, we got it.
This is it. It's being answered now in Italy.
It was on that ship.
Stay tuned to
So,
CNN.
so
You'll
the
find
polar
out.
bear caused it.
The polar bear.
The polar bear
They thought
caused
they were
it.
going to hit an iceberg.
The polar bear jumped up.
What happened was
Said, "I'm going to bow to this island."
Boom! Just slammed into the side
the
of the
boat started bowing, and the polar bear was like, "Oh man, it'd be really funny if I went to the end that's going down just to weigh it down." And it went all the way. And what sucks is, like, I guess the only thing that's keeping it from sinking totally and or going away from where it's at is it's caught on rocks.
Well,
Held
yeah,
up by a giant smoke monster.
there's land there.
However,
Which
the giant
which
smoke monster
may or may not be a personification of the devil. We're still not sure of that.
But they do like to play Go.
and because this happened a couple days ago, right? Like Sunday or something.
Yeah, over the weekend. I think it was.
Like, it happened
Sunday.
over the weekend. It was at least 2 days ago, at least, and the boat's still sitting there on its side.
It's just
like,
chilling.
what?
How are they?
How long
gonna
are they
get it
gonna
out?
leave it there?
So, Mister.
Hey, listen. The ones that went down in Pearl Harbor are still there.
Does anyone want to go on a really awesome slide?
I'm going to tell you how they're going to get it out, and this is why it's still there, because the company that owns the boat, these boats cost like hundreds of millions of dollars,
Oh, yeah.
okay? They don't want to lose the boat. So they're trying to figure out any way possible to get out of those rocks with as minimal damage as possible. The only problem with that is it's starting to the weather's getting bad over there now. Like with yesterday and today, it's starting to rain and the sea is starting to churn up and be a little bit more volatile. So pretty soon the sea's gonna knock that boat around on those rocks, and it's gonna be like, I don't care, you're not staying here, dude. I'm kicking you out, and it's gonna tear through that boat, and the boat's gonna go bye-bye.
Well, technically,
Then they have no
it's
choice.
a crime scene too, so they really can't move it until they finish their investigation.
They can move the damn
Right?
boat. No,
Yes,
they can
no,
move
I
it. They can
mean-
move it and go dry dock it, and then go look at it there. They don't need to leave.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just asking. So I mean,
You
like,
have
I'm
Sherlock
asking.
Holmes come on in a wetsuit and go investigating with his
I
little.
don't know. That's why
Here's
I
the
want
other
to know. I want
issue.
them to go inside.
Here's the other issue I see at hand with the way this company's handling it and trying to save the boat. Because they want to salvage it. They want to see if they can repair it.
Sure.
Their HR department obviously needs an overhaul. Because they're just going to put someone else on it.
I know.
Who's probably, if hired by the same people, going to crash it as well.
Well, yeah, I like how they come right out with the captain did have a history of this. Well, then why is he driving
Yeah.
boats?
Then why was he still doing it?
Because he never crashed a boat until now.
Right.
What they're not telling you is that the captain was actually the head cook, and the real captain was dead and served to the.
Pat, you have an idiot nominee?
I do. Mine comes to us out of Washington. And it's Grant County, Washington sheriff. Says deputies arrested a 22-year-old after citizens mentioned that a young man in a red coat was approaching people, asking if they wanted to buy marijuana. Deputies on Tuesday found a man who smelled strongly of pot standing on the county courthouse lawn.
I'm so glad I didn't pick this story.
They also found more than 20 grams of packaged marijuana in his pockets. He was arrested, cited for marijuana possession, and released. The marijuana was seized. The sheriff in question pretty much summed it up when he said, "This one speaks for itself." And in the end, he knows exactly where he has to go for his trial.
Dude, I just realized what song's playing.
Yeah.
You just
I just realized.
it came in real weird, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
the
I
hell?
didn't realize
Oh,
it at
okay.
first either.
What I just realized while you were reading that is I'm
We
looking
once
through.
again have the exact same.
No, I'm looking through my packet to see what story we're gonna talk about when we come back from this break, and I get to a part where it's just comments from websites that I'm printing from. I said, why is it just comments? And then I realized
You stapled it backwards.
half of it is stapled the right way and half of it is stapled backwards.
You're a mess.
That's pretty cool. We're gonna take a short break. When we come back, we might talk about hipsters. We might talk about a virgin with a lot of kids. We might talk about there was something else I forget. I don't know. It's an adventure. You listen to Project X.
Hey, if you can see me now, all spread wide on the starboard bow. Gonna fly this boat
style, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com.
Here's some awesome retarded comedy all up in your face.
There are descendants of Jesus. I'm sure they're not going to have all the power that Jesus Christ had, but I think they'll be pretty special. Like, I don't think they could walk on water, but they'd probably be amazing water skiers. I doubt they could rise from the dead, but they could probably drink all night and in the morning just pop out of bed like nothing. I have two young kids at home. They're, I don't know the ages. They're small. They're very short. And it's hard. I'm on the road, and I just picture my son going to bed at night and being like, Mommy, where's Daddy? Well, he's at the Green Bay Chuckle Hut following his destiny. Doesn't he know it's not working out? Shh, go to sleep, sweetheart. Go to sleep. But don't dream. We got enough dreamers in this family. My son Owen is amazing. He's just in the moment. I mean, that's why we love children. They're just present. The other day we were walking past a wishing well, and I gave him a penny. I said, Owen, you take this penny, you throw it in the water, you can wish for anything you want. So he takes the penny, throws it in the water. I said, what'd you wish for? He goes, just throw the penny in the water. How do you get more in the moment than to wish for what you're doing at that moment? He's like a Zen master. I just follow him around saying, teach me more cool stuff, man. So your kids are so precious, it's very hard to trust them with anybody. We had a babysitter in our neighborhood, Michelle, 19 years old, and I found out whenever we'd go out, her boyfriend was sneaking in the house, and I freaked. I don't know this guy. He's alone in the house with my kids. So it sounds creepy, but I put one of those nanny cams in, and sure enough, I check it the next day. Guy shows up. They're drinking beer. They're fooling around on the couch, like the couch my kids play on. They're having sex. Well, whatever. I don't know if they're having sex. It's dark and grainy. So I put in a couple of those nighttime infrared cameras, and they're definitely having sex. And that's pretty disturbing, because who knows what kind of nasty stuff she's screaming out. So I put in a couple of those digital audio taping devices. And, what a mouth on this little whore. Unbelievable. But she's 19. It's a delicate age. I don't want to traumatize her, so I don't want to fire her. So I'm just logging the tapes, just keeping an eye on things. And you can check it out on my babysittergottahaveit.com.
You're listening to MSC Radio Network, and like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC. And you know what saved them? Rectify backup software. Don't believe us? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectify backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectify can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectify.com. That's RECTIPHY.com. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
Produced by alcoholics.
Somebody spilled beer in this ashtray.
Enjoy Project X.
On MorningShowCentral.com.
I had that planned. Since you told me that it was short, I was going to wait till it ran out. You're welcome.
The funny thing is I was sitting here flipping through articles, and it didn't even dawn on me. Then I heard it fade, and I was like, we haven't talked yet.
You're not over there. Get the website, project.show.com, project spelled with a K.
Now let's see.
Backwards if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call 888-668-0742, toll-free worldwide. Another thing that you can do, if you have a smartphone, instead of just calling us from it, if you can't sit in front of your computer for 2 hours to listen to us, you can listen to us live from your smartphone using the TuneIn Radio app. Download it. It's free. Takes up a little space, I believe. Search MSC Radio Network, and you can hear us on your phone. Before I do anything else, my idiot nominee comes from Tampa Bay, Florida. This is actually a story that you sent me, but it was my idiot nominee before you sent it to me. And I decided to use it as my idiot anyway. David Belniak, back on Christmas Day 2007, had drugs in his system and never braked when he slammed into the back of a family's car that was stopped at a red light. 3 people died in the accident, not him. It was a dude and his wife, and I don't know who the third person is because I never read that far.
The son.
Was it a son?
They were their son, yeah.
So a family of 3 died. They were stopped at a red light. This dude had drugs in the system. Didn't slow down, didn't anything, just plowed right into the back of them. They all died except for him. He was charged with 3 counts of DUI manslaughter and sentenced to 12 years in prison. Now, while he was in court, he never said anything. All right, he didn't try to defend himself. He didn't say sorry to the family. He just sat there, took his punishment like a man. However, now Mr. Belniak has hired a lawyer and wants to sue the family of the deceased.
Excuse me. He's hired his sister.
That's his attorney, his sister?
Yes.
That's even better. I think these are like highfalutin people because it says his parents like own some kind of construction company or something, and they have like a bunch of properties around Florida.
Yeah, they actually live in Connecticut.
Whatever. So now he's suing them.
Whose idiot is this?
I'm sorry.
No, I'll let her help. That's cool. She sent the story. I gotta see what he's suing for. He's suing for he's trying to be compensated for his pain and suffering, his mental anguish, and his loss of capacity for the enjoyment of life, and the medical bills he got as a result of the crash that he pled guilty to.
Does that mean I can sue girl?
For
my loss of capacity
to enjoy life.
Pain and suffering, mental anguish.
You're enjoying life. I help you.
Not during the couple hours that I'm here.
I give you something to laugh about. My pitiful life makes you probably feel better about yours.
Laugh about and laugh at are two totally separate things, just so you know.
So here's the thing, okay? The guy back in 2007, Christmas Day, and I think this family was just visiting Florida. I don't even think they were there. Like they lived there. I think they were visiting Florida for Christmas. He slammed into the back of him while he was all drugged up, okay? Got his prison sentence, whatever else. Now he's trying to sue the family for all his mental anguish and everything else. This isn't the first time he's done this. Back in 1994, he hit and killed a pedestrian on US 19. That woman died, and he was not charged at that time.
I was like, did he sue the pedestrian's family for damage to his car?
Apparently not. But he's suing these people. I don't think he's going to win. We have interviews. We're going to start doing interviews again with people because we're not interesting enough to listen to for 2 hours. So we'll bring in some people that are doing things and talk to them and hear what they have going on. Next week, we will have the band Trap House Rave in studio.
Yes.
At least 2 of them. Now, if you don't know who Trap House Rave is, they're a bunch of white dudes who, most of them, with the exception of one, were in metal bands here in Cleveland, and they got kind of sick of being in metal bands, and it just wasn't fun for them anymore, and they decided the next best step, the smartest step to take after you're in a metal band and you still want to do music, but you don't really want to be in a metal band anymore. What do? Let's get a bunch of white guys together and form a rap group. So they'll be in here next week, and then the following week...
What are their names again?
Trap House Rave, with an exclamation point at the end. And then the following week, a good buddy of mine, Teddy, who used to be in the band Conniption Fit, has a new band called Psychosis.
Oh, you're bringing them all the way out here?
Yep.
Nice.
And they have a bunch of stuff, big stuff going on. He emailed me what to mention they have going on. That's like the 28th of January, but I forgot. But he'll be in here to talk about that on the 31st. I'll remember and talk about it next week.
Any of these guys cute?
You'll enjoy at least one of them.
Which one?
You're looking at them, aren't you?
I'm trying to, yes.
Well, figure it out for yourself.
Breaking news here that I just got informed. Your boy may actually not be the most hated man in his matchup at UFC on Fox.
Yeah, you got that too? I just saw it.
Because apparently Mark Munoz is out of the fight, and it'll be Chael Sonnen versus Michael Bisping.
Oh, God. That's awesome. Nope, he will not be the most hated man. Not that night, at least. What did I want to talk about here? I don't even know. This virgin. Do you know about this virgin? You sent me the story.
I thought you were talking to me. I was like, no. I
Girl.
heard of it. Stop looking at men.
I can get the story real quick again.
Oh my God, you're useless.
So the answer is no. Simple yes or no question. The answer was no.
There's a guy named Trent. Awesome last name, kinda. Trent Arsenault. Okay. Who has fathered 14 children, but says he is a virgin. Apparently, he is a self-proclaimed donorsexual. 36 years old, virgin.
I didn't even know that was a donorsexual.
It's not.
It's self-proclaimed. Did you hear the self-proclaimed?
It's not. He made it up.
You put the D on the end of that. That's why she didn't understand what the word was.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
It's self-proclaimed.
Oh, now I see. Now I know.
Okay, you're an idiot. He says, I've committed...
She was going for a bit, and most times it failed miserably.
Yeah.
I've committed 100% of my sexual energy for producing sperm for childless couples to have babies. So I don't have other activity outside of that, he said, adding that he will probably be a 40-year-old virgin with 15 kids, according to Newser.com. He doesn't charge... Oh, my God. This is why I got to read these things. He doesn't charge for his services, if you will.
That's not what the article says.
But his unconventional methods have spurred the FDA to issue a cease and desist order. Basically, the FDA stepped in and was like, dude, you got to stop. You can't have any more, at least not this way.
Yeah, and I don't understand what the big deal is.
Well, if you read the follow-up sentence.
They say that he did not take the legally required precautions to prevent the spread of communicable diseases. Those are STDs. Girl.
Which I'm sure he's at high risk for, right?
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, extremely high risk.
He could have stuff without ever having had sex.
Yeah, he doesn't want to have sex, but he really enjoys going to public restrooms.
He could, like, be born with stuff, right? I think, can't you be, like, if your mom has AIDS, can't you be born with AIDS?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you can be born with stuff. I guess, although he's gotten sympathy from various people who believe that the FDA is basically trying to set a dangerous precedent. They're basically using him as an example, and the people don't think that that's right. Other activities of his have aroused.
Wait, a government agency setting a dangerous precedent?
That's weird, right?
Kidding, right?
It doesn't happen. This
FDA
is the land of the free.
They ruined Four Loko.
FDA still does stand for food and drug, right? Not like, family development.
Right.
Let's see. I guess other stuff that he does that's been causing controversy.
All right, this makes me hate him.
He has 100+ videos that he's posted online showing him masturbating with unusual aids such as a water polo ball and frozen packs of organic blueberries.
They gotta be organic, man.
Which would seem to make the issue harder to me.
No, it wouldn't. It would make it softer.
That helps
the
prevent
issue,
the
not the
spread of
object.
diseses. The organic blueberries. He's not using anything with
Yes.
chemicals in
when
it or anything
ingested,
like that.
they may help prevent however, used as a stroke aid.
Oh, a stroke. Oh.
God, no, apparently.
That was an
Gave you the
awful
picture,
word.
didn't it?
Oh, God. I have a pack of blueberries in my freezer. I am taking them out and throwing
She
them
is
away.
taking that out.
I am throwing
She is
them away.
getting some oil.
If this isn't the only guy, here's the problem that I have with this story before we read on, is that it's a safe bet that girl will never have sex again in her life.
Well, yeah.
However, the option
I'm
is still
personally
out
shocked
there.
she has yet.
The option's still out there for her to reproduce regardless. That's kind of horrifying. He says, regardless of what happens, he thinks the end will justify the means, especially after he met one of his donor children for the first time at a taping of Anderson.
Of course. Of course he's doing this story.
And why? Here's the question: why is he meeting them on TV? If he was perfectly allowed to meet,
Because
them,
he's taking his fight to the streets. The FDA is trying to stop him from having more kids. So he's going to take his fight to the people and be like, hey, help me with the FDA, guys.
He hasn't had any kids. He's donated to kids,
Sure.
but he's not a father.
He says to Radar Online, I'm trying to not get too emotional. I'm just extremely happy that she's healthy and in a loving home. I hope she has the gene of compassion and her parents nurture that.
I mean,
What's the end game for this guy? First of all, is what I don't understand. Like, what did I think
You're looking at it.
I think I talked.
Don't you get money for donating your sperm?
No, he says he doesn't charge.
He doesn't charge. It's the very beginning of the article. Listen to the damn
that's
stories when we
right.
do them on the air.
Because yes, when you go, you sent it over. I went to you for help on the story.
Right.
I didn't even read the damn thing. And I
Oh
know
my
more
God,
about
he
it than
has
you.
a fertility smoothie recipe.
Can you find? See,
Is it blueberry based? Please tell me it's blueberry based.
Hold on.
It's blueberry and yogurt.
That's
Tell
not
me
a,
it's
that's
blueberry
not a
and
smoothie. That's not yogurt.
Blueberries, organic. Banana, organic. Pineapple, fresh. Cherries, frozen or fresh.
Why don't you?
I was like, what?
Okay, I got
Wait
it.
for it.
Mm-hmm.
I found my thrill. Oh, Blueberry Hill.
Why don't you see if you can pull up one of his videos?
Here.
Now
me
I
what
know
he's
why you got that look
masturbating.
in your face, J5.
Did you find one of his videos already?
No.
I'm gonna go on YouTube and find one.
Anyway, I want to know, because I think you're right. Like, I don't know, but I know people do donate their sperm. They get paid for it. Okay. So does he go to a sperm bank and say, no, dude, it's cool. So give me a Meg and, don't give me any money. Or does he, just beat off in a cup and take it with a turkey baster to some random broad's house?
Just walks in. This is on the house, guys.
Almost like surrogacy.
I guess.
Like he's a surrogate sack.
Is there doctors and stuff involved? Or
I have no idea.
Well, I had a buddy who probably... And
I used
think
to have one of those.
I think I talked about this before, but it was a long time ago. I had a buddy who, when we were probably about 20-ish, found online, it was either online or through a coworker, there was this lesbian couple that he knew, or no, you know what, it was online. I forget how, but he found them online.
Ad?
Probably. And he was, like I said, we were around 20 years old. They wanted to have a baby. They were looking for a male to donate the sperm. Mm-hmm. And they were willing to pay him. And what he basically said was, I'll go do it for a case of Natty Ice and $20.
Which sounds like exactly the person you want donating.
Sure, right?
This wasn't David Crosby, was it?
No.
Okay.
They were okay with it.
Otter, I got some audio if you wanted to.
All right, hang on to it for a second. They were okay with it. He went over their house, and now his end game was, he just wanted some Natty Ice and to be able to do it. He's getting paid in Natty Ice to do somebody, whether she's a lesbian or not, whatever. Yeah, cool, I'll do it. Sounds like a fun time. He didn't even get to do her. He had to beat off, and then when he was ready to go, stick it in her really quick, and then get out. And he got his case and was on his merry way. Never heard from him again. He wanted, and the fact there was a point in time he wasn't working. He didn't have a job. He didn't know if it worked, if they had the baby or not. Like the cell phone that he had called them on, their phone was cut off. So he was like, man, this is like, I don't know, a few months later. He's like, I need some money, blah, blah, blah. I want to drink tonight. He was like, oh, I should get a hold of those broads. Couldn't get a hold of them on the phone, tried going to their house. They didn't even live there anymore. So I understand what his deal was. I don't understand what this guy's deal is. Like, is it...
Well...
He's like... Let's hear the audio. Maybe I can find out what his deal is in the audio.
A California man is vowing to fight the FDA after he was ordered to shut down his one-man sperm bank. Trent Arsenal offers sperm donations free of charge through his website. He's fathered 14 children in the last 5 years, and there's 4 more on the way. He insists he gets tested regularly for sexually transmitted diseases, but not as often as the FDA requires. He says he just wants to help couples who can't afford conventional sperm banks.
That's it? We're not going to hear his voice?
Wait, hold on.
There's no interview with him?
I was looking to pull up a
There's
picture
video of him drinking this sperm smoothie.
His blueberry sperm
thing.
smoothie?
Yeah. Let me,
Oh, it's not sperm.
It's a fertility smoothie.
Organic banana, organic blueberry.
Yeah, it's
not made of sperm.
It says that he has a very strict diet to help with to make sure that his sperm is the most potent.
Can Pat get it on that computer up there?
Hold on.
I think he's trying. I don't think girl knows how to send it to him.
Well, I'm trying to send it to Chris, but
my question is
he
drinking that stallion semen energy drink from New Zealand that we talked about last week?
Oh yeah.
It's on.
Did that help with fertility?
I don't know. We have 3 different conversations going right now, though, and I guarantee you people at home are going, what the hell?
It's funny today, too, because somebody posted on their Facebook status update, I guess they were watching Today, and they were like, man, isn't it annoying when shows like the Today Show have so many people talking at one time that you can't even understand what one of them's saying because it's just a bunch of garbled noise?
That's one of my issues with The View.
Welcome to our show.
We're The View.
Yeah, if just one of them is talking, besides my girl, if any of the other one are just talking solo, it sounds like a bunch of garbled noise to me. I can't stand those bitches.
Yeah, but
What?
Hold on. I think we got it. Yes, that's it.
I found the article. I just have to get down to the...
Scroll below. Underneath the recipes, the video.
I think I went to high school with that guy. All right, Chris, flip us over to our screen.
In the underground gallery of online sperm donors, no one even comes close to Trent Arsenault. He is a one-man sperm bank.
We have around 50 different recipients and a total of over 300 actual donations given to all those recipients.
That's right, 50 women a year, about 3 donations a week. A prolific output, he says, has resulted in 14...
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Are those his cups?
At home, Trent does all he can to ensure the women get his best product. That means a strict physical regimen and a healthy dose of his special homemade fertility smoothies.
putting organic blueberries into the smoothie jar.
After he did them.
All kinds of ingredients that I think are beneficial.
That I
from
think.
cow.
Yeah, there's no medical
research.
basis.
Yeah.
Acid, fructose, they're organic as well, which all play a part in improving sperm count and fertility and hopefully healthy babies.
Hopefully.
Does the sperm need protein? I have it down to a science, I think.
The sperm
I have
needs
my
protein, peanut
sperm
butter.
count tested, and it's approximately 4 times higher than the average man. So I think something that I'm doing is working out.
Oh my God! Did you see his backyard? He had like a training facility, so he could physically train to do this.
That is
I do know. I was
crazy.
watching, and this is the cook in me coming out, but I was watching what he was putting into that, and I started thinking, I was like, a lot of that stuff comes from south of the border.
Sure.
Mexico, Argentina and everything else. And
Yeah.
maybe
Which would explain all the
he's
Mexican
thinking
kids out there.
exactly. See, and I think that's what he said. He said, I think it's all good stuff. Well, reverse logic. Mexicans have a lot of kids. They must be doing something right. So Mexican diet.
I'll do you one better, and you can tell us how good it all is, because I
converted
can
to
give
Catholicism.
you the exact recipe.
In case you want to make your own, because
Right.
we know that you need more.
Yeah, I need
so
the help.
here's the recipe that he puts in his sperm shakes.
I sneezed yesterday.
recipe.
Yeah,
we
I
went
don't
through a
want
scare.
any of you guys drinking this.
It is number one, Blueberries organic, 4.4 ounces.
Can we count this as my recipe?
Only if we make girl drink it when it's all done.
No.
The first kid that is born, listen, the first people that bear a child because of this recipe that we're about to give out gets a free case of cocaine energy drink.
So, 4.4 ounces organic blueberries, 1 medium-sized peeled organic banana, pineapple fresh, 1/10 of a pineapple, cherries frozen or fresh,
Easy for you
5
to say.
medium size. Number 5, flaxseed organic, ground in coffee grinder, 2 tablespoons, or flax oil organic, and it actually 1 teaspoon. Almond milk organic, 3/4 cup. Cow milk raw organic whole or skim, 3/4 cup. Cocoa powder raw organic, 1/2 tablespoon. Honey raw local organic and or Manuka honey organic.
It says local. Local to him or local to us?
Yeah.
Any local. I'll explain that one.
Lemon juice organic, 1 medium-sized lemon squeezed. Vanilla bean powder raw organic, 1/4 teaspoon. Kiwi peeled organic, 1 medium size. And cinnamon raw organic ground pinch.
Wow.
And then you apparently blend it for about 20 seconds in a regular blender. Fruits can be substituted when in season or locally available, such as blueberries with raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, etc. Drink twice daily, once in the morning before exercise and once in the evening. Eat 1 hour before donating sperm to provide hydration, and fructose for seminal fluid.
Did you get all that, intern? I hope so.
If not, we can send the link over.
Why, you trying to make her babies?
No, I'm actually going to put the recipe up on the website after the show.
Free case of cocaine energy drink if you can prove. You have to make video of you drinking this and then doing your significant other immediately after consumption.
9 months of time lapse later.
Otter really just wants to see the video of you doing it.
I kind of want to see how he masturbates with a polo ball. Is that what it said it was?
Water polo ball.
Water polo ball.
Ah.
It's way bigger than a regular polo ball.
Well, I'd have to imagine that it's kind of raw and...
As much as the guy creeps me out,
and just looking at him is kind of creepy.
I still think he should be allowed to have at it if that's his thing.
Hey, what were we told in broadcasting schools? If you enjoy your job, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
It's not really a job if you're not getting paid.
This is true. It's charity work.
Just ask
Yeah.
us.
Same thing. Still enjoy doing this, though.
We're going to take a short break, during which hopefully we'll find out why our computer keeps
why
shutting
the
off.
laptop decides to just shut off randomly.
Do listen to Project X.
Cocaine energy supplement. Due to great consumer demand. Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous cocaine energy supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at reduxdirect.com. That's reduxdirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
Here's some awesome retarded comedy all up in your face.
Well, I used to live with a girl, but I had to end the relationship because I hated her. Like, the power went out in our apartment building, and she panicked, and I said, honey, relax. Tonight we'll party like it's $17.99, which I thought was just kind of cute. But she says, oh, my God, that's fun. It'll be a game. We'll pretend it's $17.99. It'll help us cope. Every activity we choose to do tonight has to have taken place in $17.99. We'll start by lighting candles. I said, whoa, you don't get to vote. Ladies, that was a history joke. Are we cool? Yeah. I had to end that relationship anyway for another reason. Like, we let ourselves go. We got too comfortable, you know. You don't care what we look like, you know. Like, I think it's okay when I let myself go, but I don't think it's okay when she lets herself go. Oh, I am totally blanking. Wow, it got tense in here real quick, didn't it? It's okay if I let myself go. It's not okay if she lets her. How you guys doing? You guys doing good? You guys doing good? You guys ever forget anything at work? You ever do that? It's okay if I let my... This is more messed up than you know, I'm telling you. Like, I've not done this joke in a long time, and I thought, oh, it's the big TV taping. You used to love doing it. So I thought, oh, I'll do it. So I was going to listen to the joke on my tape recorder before the show. I should probably explain that. Stand-up comics will tape their sets on a tape recorder so they can listen to the jokes and improve on them. And clearly, I didn't do that. And I was honestly, I queued it up, and I was about to listen to it, and I thought, oh, like riding a bike, you'll never forget. And here we are! You know what I'm going to do? I don't know if you'll be able to hear this or not, and if this doesn't work, I'll just walk off stage feeling embarrassed, and you guys have been great. But I know I queued it up. This is an old stand-up set with the joke on it, so I hope you can hear this.
So anyway, I think it's okay when I let myself go, but I don't think it's okay when she lets herself go. I think it's okay when I let myself... Oh my God, I'm totally blanking. You know what? I have the tape recorder here. Let me just play the tape recorder, see if I can remember how the joke goes. Let me try it right here. So anyway, I used to be in a comfortable relationship, and I think it's okay when I let myself go, but it's not okay when she lets herself go. Like the other night, we're lying in bed.
You're listening to MSC Radio Network, and like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC, and you know what saved them? Rectify backup software. Don't believe us? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectify backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectify can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectify.com. That's RECTIPHY.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Morning Show Central. Denying one Farmville request at a time.
More conversation that's guaranteed to make God angry. Project X.
If you're not already there, get to the website, projectxshow.com. Project spelled with a K.
Not with a C.
Backwards, if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call 888-668-0742, toll-free worldwide. Johnny 5.
Mm-hmm.
Are you foregoing idiot again?
No,
Or are you doing it?
no.
You
My
got
computer went down, but I had a backup.
All right, what do you got?
The Cleveland City Council.
Okay.
Because on my way in today, I stopped at the light right here on Superior and 40th, and it was red. But then when it kicked over, it was red, yellow, and green on both of them.
Yeah,
like all the lights were on.
I would say we've talked about that before. The fact that when it turns green, the red stays on.
This one was all three on both lights.
So what'd you do?
So I went
with caution and then stopped.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's like a choose your own adventure.
Yeah, it was, but it was.
It's never good because the wrong solution always ends in death.
But I was thinking, I was like, you know for a fact this has been reported. Nobody's done anything about it. So, Cleveland City Council.
We went to Disney on Ice last night.
Yeah.
And
I'm changing my idiot. I'm nominating Otter.
No, that's sweet.
No, because I know plenty of guys who have kids that have gone to it with their mothers.
Yeah, dude, Sam was with the grandparents last night.
No, I meant the guy's kids have gone.
Ty went to it.
Without any kids.
No, with kids.
Yeah, Otter's being a proactive father. There's nothing wrong with that.
It was actually, dude, I thought it was, because we've gone to a couple of those in the past with her, and they were, cute.
Was she dressed up as a Mexican at the time?
No.
Damn.
No.
Because that would have been, I would have given you credit for.
There was
if the outfit was worn specifically to go see Disney on Ice.
The Cholo picture? I love the Cholo picture, by the way.
No, unfortunately, she was not. We would have fit in if she
just
was.
Stood up and screamed "Viva la Raza."
No, I did almost see something really cool. A little kid got away from what looked like their grandfather and almost ran onto the ice.
I was like, did he get on the ice?
Awesome. It was close, dude, like literally 5 feet. And it was at a point where I don't know, the princess with Rapunzel was up on this block right in the corner of the ice because he was doing something, and he just like bent down and gave the little girl a hug and like held her there until the grandfather came up and got her. I was like, oh, it's too bad. So it would have been nothing better to see that little kid run onto the ice and just get plowed by one of the skaters.
Just see Rapunzel's prince tackle her.
Absolutely.
Like they do at like a football game if somebody gets on the field.
I thought this one was going. The other ones were bearable. They were cute. They had stuff from my childhood that I remembered, but this one...
Why did Cinderella just check that little girl into the boards?
This one was all about the Disney princesses.
Oh.
So I thought I was going to have a terrible time, and I did. Until Rapunzel, dude. Rapunzel came on, and to show her long hair, they had, like, if you've ever seen aerialists, the ribbon that they use to go up in the air and swing around in, that was part of her hair. all across the ceiling at the queue, and the Rapunzel skater and the dude Prince skater actually got up in it and were swinging around like 20 feet in the air on their skates, 30 feet in the air on their skates. So that was cool.
Especially if one of them went the wrong direction.
That would have been
slash.
fantastic.
What's always funny, and unfortunately it didn't happen at this one, but the ones that we go to, like, you know, there's a reason that these people work for Disney on Ice. If you're an ice skater, you pretty much have two options, and it's to go to the Olympics or to work for Disney on Ice. They're not in the Olympics for a reason. So inevitably, you usually see one or two of these people eat it.
Oh.
It didn't happen last night, unfortunately. But I'm going to park, and like I usually park at this one garage where you got to walk outside to get across to the queue, but it was like freezing and windy, and I didn't want to do that. So I'm going to park down under in the Tower City parking lot.
Oh, you went that route.
The underground
I thought
one.
you were going to say the one on the other side across the street.
No, I'm going to go in the underground one, whatever. So I decided to go into the underground one. Well, first of all, I go into the first entrance that's right across from Jacobs Field. Sorry, Progressive Field.
It's the Jake, dude.
And thank you. And that's what I said. So I get in the left turn lane, and I notice there's like cement barriers. I can't go there anymore. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, all right, I'll go to the one right across from the Hard Rock. That one's all closed. I'm like, what the hell? So now I have to drive all the way down the hill and all the way around and whatever. So get in, come out. Obviously all those exits are closed when I'm coming out, so I have to come out and go down and around by like the amphitheater and everything. Coming up at that light right there where like Carnegie and Ontario and Broadway meet. And I'm on the first light waiting to turn right so I can get onto 77. And I'm sitting at the red light for probably about 5 minutes. As like our light stays red and all the other lights for all the other cross traffic have turned red and green multiple times. So I'm like, screw this, downtown Cleveland. Cops have other things to do. So I went. That was my light experience for the night.
See, Cleveland City Council.
Right?
You know what I wonder about, because I was the one that brought up that light previously. Also, though, if you look across the street when you're coming up to that light, there's that business where outside their fence, they just have a big wooden crate.
Right.
And it's crate $15. And it's out there all the time. Dead of winter, it's out there. Spring monsoon season, it's out there.
Sure.
I don't want to buy that crate.
Maybe it's not the same crate. Maybe they have multiple crates. They only put out one at a time.
Maybe Carnival bought a bunch of those crates to make a cruise ship out of. And that's what happened in Italy.
Now it's tipped over in the water.
One side of the ship's all balsa wood.
I would.
Nobody goes that way anyways.
Their side's corkboard. Anybody have a memo to tack up? Don't tip. Do not bow.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, it was on the other side of the ship.
Beware of polar bear. Whatever.
If you don't get that one, listen to the rebroadcast tomorrow.
On ProjectXShow.com or on the Stitcher app for your smartphone.
And next week, be on time.
I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about this SOPA business.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Especially since it's internet radio.
Right, like it is probably gonna affect us if it passes, like everybody thinks it's going to. All I know is there's this widespread panic, and I don't see anything on my newsfeed on Facebook anymore except people posting about this. It's this and people bitching about the rain today, and that was it. I'm like, maybe I'll look into it, but no, because I remember when I looked into Y2K and that didn't pan out like everybody said it was going to. So I was like, no. And then Spanish, who used to be our half a producer on the show.
He's that guy you hear in the commercial sometimes.
He sent me Facebook. He IM'd me on Facebook, and he's like, dude, if you haven't looked into this and you don't know about it, you should check into it because it could affect you guys and yada yada. And of course, I still didn't. Like, he sent me this article which I have printed out, but it's too long to read. So maybe if I learn about it a little bit, we'll talk about it next week. However,
the reason to talk about it tonight, by the way, though, is if you use Wikipedia, you're screwed tomorrow.
In 4 hours or 5 hours. I don't know exactly when they're shutting down. Apparently, the SOPA, it's the Stop Online Piracy Act. Okay. That apparently they're trying to push through Congress. And also PIPA, which isn't the sister of the princess. It's the Protect Intellectual Property Act. Both are currently up for debate in Congress. Basically, what they're trying to do is stop file sharing.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
I know. This is what I understand of it. It would prohibit U.S.-based search engines from providing you with links to piracy
That's
sites
one of the
like
things
the
it'll
Pirate
do.
Bay, right? But I also know that your buddy Barrick has said that he will not sign it.
Right, and that's what I was going to get to. And I think it's an election year. That's why he's saying that. Yeah. Apparently, it's being pushed through. It was brought up by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, whatever. They always make trouble for people. But also by the Motion Picture Association of America.
And the FDA, because they have their hands in it.
Yeah.
And the RIAA.
I guess they're both pushing SOPA in the House and PIPA in the Senate. Now, I didn't know the MPAA got involved with stuff like this.
Well, it's online piracy.
I understand, but like when Napster came out, because it had to do with music, like that was the huge thing. Like music has always been the main focus.
Well, here's the thing:
of the pirating.
The motion picture industry is blaming the fact that, ignoring the fact that they've just been putting out really crappy movies that no one wants to pay $12 a ticket to go see in theaters, on the fact that you can easily pirate on the internet.
Yeah,
that's why the DVDs aren't selling. That's why this.
Dude, there's
and
been
that.
6 good movies in the last 20 years.
Yeah. And that's why they, all these studios won't work with Netflix anymore, because the issue is streaming. It's not that they've just been putting out really crappy movies.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that there's Alvin and the Chipmunks 3. It's not that less than 20 years after movies came out, they're remaking them.
Footloose.
Fright Night.
Fright Night remake, not terrible though. As a fan of the original one,
really,
I enjoyed the new one.
All right.
Now they say this is the short.
They at least went different enough.
Again, Spanish sent me like 20 pages of exactly what it all entails, but the short of it, summed up by Rolling Stone in this article, says that if passed, the bills will force internet providers to block websites that host pirated content. And also, like Johnny Five said, search engines will be forced to stop surfacing links to file sharing. So, to protest this.
And, well, here's why it's such a big idea, because you're like, all right, I don't, like someone like me, to hear that, I don't pirate movies, I don't download music, okay, fine.
Sure.
But the language on what's considered piracy is very broad.
It's vague.
It's very vague in terms of the other article we have gives the example of if you post a video of you singing a song on YouTube,
right.
It's piracy.
It can fall under this act and you can be sued.
It's dirty.
Yeah.
It's dirty games. So to protest this, because these kinds of protests always work out really well.
Yeah.
Now, granted, from what I've read so far and what you've just told me, obviously I'm against this kind of thing. Obviously, I'm against most, if not all, government as it is anyway.
That would get rid of a lot of the cover bands too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anything that they post online.
Yeah, because
Or
that's
even-
the whole thing is you don't, as it is now, if I don't make money off it, then it's not illegal technically.
And Journey's new singer is screwed because he sounds just like Steve Perry.
Steve Perry suing him for all the revenue he lost.
Basketball. So because in America, what we do is, hey, when gas prices go up, everybody don't get gas on July 22nd, and that'll stick it to them.
So you fill up on the 21st.
So in order to show Congress and the MPAA and the Chamber of Commerce and everybody else how disgusted America is with these bills that they're trying to pass, and in order to really get their point across, the founder of Wikipedia,
the most reliable website in the world
ever, Jimmy Wales, decided that he was going to shut down all of the and what would you call it? English printed. It's not English speaking. All of the English Wikipedia, everything English Wikipedia.
English language
Right.
Wikipedia.
Thank you. English language Wikipedia for 24 hours starting tomorrow. He says that the measures are setting a frightening precedent of censorship that goes against the idea of having an open internet. Now, other big websites like Google, Yahoo, and Facebook, it says basically they rebuked responsibility for their users uploading pirated content. So they're like, whatever, dude, it's not our fault. Like, it's not our problem. They're doing it. Go after them. Because they don't want to play the role of cyber police. They're not going to be like, no, we're not going to let you do this. If you do it, it's on you. But we're going to give you the opportunity.
I want to know what Al Gore thinks of all this.
Yeah.
This is what my dear invention has come to be.
Yes, because the guy that looks like Frankenstein's monster has literally created a Frankenstein's monster.
Absolutely.
WWAGD.
But Google also, though, because originally when this first broke weeks ago, I remember hearing that there was talk that all of the major sites across the board were going to join, essentially. Wikipedia was doing it, and at the time there was talk that Twitter, Facebook, Google, all of them were going to be in on it.
Right.
That'd be fine.
That would be awesome. I mean, that would really make a point, though. I mean, honestly, Wikipedia, I mean, I try to stay away from Wikipedia because it's not that reliable. So if Wikipedia goes down tomorrow for 24 hours, that's not really going to mess up my life.
Here's what happens. You have the Occupy protesters.
But high school seniors everywhere are pissed.
Right.
And
it is like midterm time, so papers are due.
The Occupy protesters are all the hippies that go march places when they're not happy with something. The people that have jobs, this is how they protest. We're gonna take our ball and go home. We're gonna shut down our website. So Wiki's doing it for 24 hours. Reddit, TwitPic, Mozilla, and WordPress are all going to do it for 12 hours. And Google is going to feature a homepage link. They're like, nope, nope, we need that ad money for that day, dude. So they're just gonna put a homepage link stating their positions, or the opposition, I'm sorry, to SOPA.
And then Twitter, Tumblr, and eBay have all said, we don't disagree, but we're keeping ourselves
Dude, the
open.
CEO of Twitter came out and said, his direct quote from him says, closing a global business in reaction to single-issue national politics is foolish, duh.
And plus, there's going to be a lot of pissed off people with the WordPress thing, too, because a lot of those people pay to have that service.
But here's the thing, okay?
Yeah, a lot of people have to do that as part of their job.
They're not going to be pissed off at WordPress. They're going to be pissed off at the government. Look what you did, government. You made WordPress shut down.
Well,
you know what's going to happen?
Assuming, and here was the issue that came up when Facebook and Twitter and all that were talked about joining, assuming they have done a good enough job of establishing that that's why they're doing the Blackout.
Sure, exactly.
Because we, doing internet radio, are kind of privy to this and what it is. Joe Q Public isn't necessarily following this issue.
No, absolutely.
My question is this, because you said something about eBay, and that raises the question, can it be considered piracy if you sell a CD on eBay? Because technically speaking, it's a digital transfer of money, of anything, for intellectual rights of an artist that they're not going to see any profit off of.
I mean, if you guys are talking about the wording being all vague, I'm sure
I mean, yeah,
they can do whatever they want. And this is what I'm saying, dude. Like about the WordPress, the people that know about it, which you would have to imagine people that use WordPress.
Well, yeah,
would know
WordPress
about
is
this.
one.
Oh, not the casual Google user. I understand that. But WordPress, when they shut down, the people aren't going to be mad at the owners of WordPress to be like, you guys are idiots. Why would you shut down? They're going to be mad at the government. They're going to be like, oh, look what you did, government. And government's going to be like, you know what, dude? I can. And WordPress is going to have to open back up the next day or they're going to be gone.
And every website.
So what?
Yeah, every site on MSC uses WordPress too, except for PX and the main site. But, sorry guys, but, you're going to be closed tomorrow.
So the two sites that matter on MSC don't use
I mean, the station I work at uses WordPress.
So like Johnny Five said, Barrett came out and said this week that he would not sign SOPA if passed. To temporarily calm whatever fear of censorship or added responsibility.
Let's be honest, man. He's got two, teenage daughters or preteen daughters or whatever.
Right.
Flat out, that there's some online crap going on in the White House.
I want to know why they're still bothering. According to a White House statement, it says, we expect and encourage all private parties, including both content creators and internet platform providers, working together to adopt voluntary measures and best practices to reduce online piracy. Here's the thing. If Barrett came out and straight up said, dude, I'm not signing it, why are they even still bothering debating it? Like, just shut it down.
They can go through another vote.
There's another process that can follow after if he vetoes it.
Yeah. And they can basically force his hand too.
Yeah, but they would have to change it. If he vetoes it, they can't use the same wording. They can't go through the same thing.
Yeah, but okay.
They would have to change the wording.
Have you ever picked up a thesaurus?
Sure.
That's not hard to do. It could be the same damn thing.
Look who we're talking about. I'm talking about the idiots in Congress.
And here's the thing that makes
we're talking about their aides. The congressional aides are the ones that are actually going to write all this.
This is true.
So
Here's the thing. In the end, what we don't realize is this whole article and the whole blackout was actually based on user-generated content on Wikipedia, therefore is completely unreliable. Right? How awesome would that be if tomorrow...
Sorry, guys, we didn't check our sources again.
Wikipedia's actually up, and they're like, we didn't write that.
Yeah.
We've gotten 3 hits all day. What the hell's happening?
The little yellow box at the top. Pieces of this article may need to be revised. If you have any knowledge of this... Regardless, whether they do or don't, I think it's stupid. Like the dude from Twitter hit the nail right on the head. What's it going to do? One day, you're shut down, you're blacked out for 24 hours.
Yeah.
You're losing revenue, and that's it.
Like, so what? And that's the thing, like I said about WordPress. They'll do it for one day. Oh, 1 day's worth of revenue is nothing to them. They're not going to do it they're not going to do like 2 months, 3-4 months like the Occupy people were doing.
Yeah, this isn't going to be a standoff.
But essentially their point in doing so is, listen, this is what it's going to look like if this passes.
Sure, they're taking their ball
because their point is the wording allows them to turn around and shut us down.
Sure. But
This is
again,
like
we
the-
can't do anything about it.
It's like imagine 2012, dude. If John Lennon was alive today, we'd have an awesome song being written.
Hey, in fact,
and it would be auto-tuned.
When we come back from break, we're gonna play that song because we might not be able to ever again.
Oh, no.
You're listening to Project X.
Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com.
Let the word go forth.
Created by the people, for the people. Jousted Out tackles the politics of today, expressing views of all sides.
As our founders pledged, a more perfect union.
Are you ready to joust it out? Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m.
So we Americans must not fear change. Instead, let us welcome it, embrace it, and create it.
On morningshowcentral.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at reduxdirect.com. That's reduxdirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on morningshowcentral.com.
Here's some awesome retarded comedy, all up in your face.
But I've been dating or sexually acting out. It's not clear to me. It depends which paradigm you subscribe to, you know, be it psychotherapy or romance. But maybe I don't understand anymore. I've been married a couple times, and I don't know. Is dating still about having sex as soon as possible, as often as possible, or no? Is it? See, no one's going to answer that question because why? I think it is on some level. But I do find that if you do that, it makes it hard. Everything moves too fast. So like if I meet somebody and we have sex as quickly as possible, as often as possible, what happens is you do that for a couple weeks and you hit that wall where you're like, I don't even know you. And she's like, I don't know you either. And then you trauma bond for like an hour, you know, like, well, my dad's manic depressive and, my mom has an eating disorder. And then she's like, oh my God, I have an eating disorder. I'm like, of course you do. Then you have sex for a couple more weeks till you have to overcome the first minor obstacle together. Like, how can you not like tortilla chips? That's so weird. Were you abused by a Mexican? Because that should have come out during the trauma bonding, if that's the case. I noticed a few of you got a little weird when I mentioned Mexican out of, in that context I mentioned it in. Like, you didn't know what to do with that. I'm not a racist. I'm nervous. But I'm not a racist. It's really case by case. It's not ethnicity specific, or it's just the way I react to things that are different. I think that's normal. Everyone's nervous when they're confronted with things that they don't understand or are different. That's a normal human reaction. It doesn't become racist till you say things like, oh, there's a lot of them. And I think everybody's a little racist, especially people who say this. I'm not racist. They're always a little racist. Here's how you can find out if you're a little racist. This is how I found out, all right? Next time you lose something that you think has been stolen, when you go to retrace your steps, see how you cast that short mystery film in your head. How many ethnic types do you use in the leading roles of that movie? How many blacks and Latinos do you get through before you finally hear yourself say, oh, crap, here it is under the car seat? Tell you, I'm an idiot, and I'm a little racist. But I'm not going to tell my one black friend who I thought stole this.
99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
Coming at you from the rock and roll capital. It's an exciting and fast-paced global forum with the man who knows how to help get your band even better. Yeah! Doc Rock tackles industry issues with informed guests and invites your questions, concerns, and tales of band life. There's never a dull moment in Doc's world of showbiz. He cares about artist issues and escalating your talents. So make an appointment with Doc Rock on Band-Aid.
Thank you!
Tuesday night, starting at 9:05, only on MorningshowCentral.com. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningshowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits. A 99.5% uptime guarantee and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link. Get started right now. Hey, Unsigned Bands.
You are jam-packed.
Hey, Unsigned Bands. Want your music heard? Yeah! Shoot us an email with the name of the band and the MP3 of the song. Send it to show@morningshowcentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
The best show on the internet, on this website, between 7 and 9 Eastern. Project X.
If you're not right there, get to the website, projectxshow.com, project spelled with a K.
Now with a C.
Beverage if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call 888-668-0742, toll-free worldwide, Rooster.
Yeah.
What's your idiot nominee?
Mine's actually kind of like a double whammy. As I got through this, I realized there's more than one idiot. So I'm going to have to try to decide who I want because they're both equally stupid. Mine comes out of Houston, Texas. A 38-year-old woman, Karina Garcia, had walked into the Better Life Clinic to apply for a psychological position. She wanted to be a doctor. So they they looked at her certificate from the state board, and everything was looking good. Upon further investigation, they realized that her state board certificate was riddled with misspellings and punctuation errors. They went to they went to further investigate it, and they had actually typed up her name online, found a Karina Garcia Bravo, a real psychologist who looked nothing like Karina Garcia, who was not Afro-Latina.
Afro-Latina.
That's what they call her.
Afrotina?
No, that's her name. That's her middle name.
That's a drink, I believe.
No, it's Afrotini.
Okay, thank you. They later found
Picking it out of your teeth as you're drinking it.
They later found her Facebook page with her holding a snarling Rottweiler. They called police and began to investigate this further. When they finally did arrest her, they realized that she had already administered 10 sessions with patients at the clinic.
Wow.
Adults and children who suffer from mental retardation and autism.
Now.
Including the people that hired her.
And they said that her treatment plans were actually quite good. Police also say
you need school?
Police also say that when they arrested
Just
Garcia
drink this
at
Afrotini.
work,
Makes all your problems go away.
It comes with a pick garnish.
and a side of Afro Sheen.
Of all the things you've ever said on the show, that whole bit was the most disgusting. And that includes any dead baby joke you've ever told.
Wow.
Police searched
Says the
Garcia's
future
car
father.
at work and had found weed, pills, and cocaine in her car.
What a surprise.
Which
treatment plan
explains why her treatment plans were so good.
Man, this treatment plan is so good.
This is a really good idea, guys.
You've got all kinds of problems, but now when you smoke this,
I can't wait to come back for my next treatment.
Just relax.
Just drink this big cup of herbal tea and this special brownie.
it's all right. I got this certificate that says I can do it medicinally.
What? You're depressed and tired all the time and sleeping? Take this white powder. Oh my God.
I
it
feel
works.
amazing.
What? You can't concentrate on one thing? Smoke this bowl. What? This is awesome.
Garcia had also been charged with
Dude, you don't
felony
even have
drug
to keep
possession.
going, dude.
Oh no, it just wraps it all up. She had also been charged with felony drug possession and tampering with a government document. They also found that
And
she had
making us look really, really stupid.
They also found that she had a warrant in Fort Bend County
for dogfighting
for a convicted felony for welfare fraud.
So it's not the first time she scammed the government.
Now this is where I finally come to my decision.
Greedy bitch.
The idiot in this story would have been her due to her Facebook post and her YouTube post, which got her found out. But in the end, the last statement is from her bosses, which say her former bosses say to always run a driver's license check on prospective employees.
Wait, but what was her YouTube post, though? I want to know.
The Facebook picture of her with the Rottweiler, right?
It's she was just making your common rants about this and that, just being real ghetto. And
I hate my boss at my job that I'm not qualified for, but I tricked him into hiring me for.
Well, they have her one of her Facebook status updates which says something sporting my throwback LV Tims because I'm supposed to be riding backside on this crotch rocket today because it's nice out. We're supposed to cruise by this property that we getting ready to break ground on. Why this N-word done brought me to a full-out construction site for me to mess up my throwback boots?
Stop.
Wow.
Awesome. It's
I need to copy.
I want hold on. I want the intern to come in here.
What's the what was the
let
name?
her read that.
Yep.
I'm not getting
What was the name?
Her name is Karina Garcia.
Effortini.
Is that with a K or a C?
A K.
Backwards if you can.
Because we're hip like that.
Come on.
Because we're wearing throwbacks like that.
Semi-normal. There she is.
There we go. Semi-normal. Yeah. Come over to Rooster's computer over here. He's going to have you read a passage so we can get the full scope.
We also need you to decipher part of it.
Yeah, and don't read it, like
Just-
all professionally. Read it read it like you know you should, girl.
Yeah, read it like you're talking to your girls with mole mustaches.
Man, I can't find any of it. I was hoping to find it on the on YouTube, but just looking at her name didn't help.
She erased it already.
All right. Okay, I think we're ready.
All right, here we go.
So I'm sporting a throwback LV Timbs because I'm supposed to be riding the backside on the crotch rocket today because it's nice out. We're supposed to cruise by this property that was, we were getting ready to background on. Why this nigga brought me to Full Out construction site to mess up my throwback boots? Smuh. They are Timbs and my feet are protected by nails and stuff. But pray this nigga that I don't get no paint or chemicals on my LVs.
Yeah, girl!
That was helping people with their mental problems.
Yeah.
By the way.
I could not have delivered it any better.
Is there another one that she can read?
No,
Can we just find her
there's a video, but
Read
unfortunately
this
it's like
article.
9 minutes long, so I don't want to watch it.
Wow. Well, thank you, Semi-Normal.
Yes, thank you.
Wow.
That was...
Thanks for flipping
Awesome.
it and not being normal for a minute.
Don't even know how to segue
She
that.
had to try really hard, though. Did you hear that? She was struggling a little bit at first.
Well, but I like how she got into character because we found out that she's just not black. She's Afro-Tina.
Afro-Teeny.
So she had to be black with a little bit of Rosie Perez.
We should all see who can read that the best.
No.
Nope, it's done.
We have a winner already.
Yeah, right. You haven't heard me.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Nope.
Anna read it.
George Bush do it?
Hey, Mildly Timms. And other people who think that they're doctor news.
Wait, there's more than one news?
Well, yeah, apparently this is the show about people who think they know all about the medical profession with no background information or training whatsoever. There is a lady named Tamara Guida, Clay's sister, mother of 3, and she purges. She purges. Oh, what are you going to the bathroom to do? Gonna go bulim? Let's go. Brush your teeth.
New verb.
She believes
She's buliming.
that women should eat their own
Don't stop
placenta.
Oh yes, this story.
I still haven't done my Juggalo song yet. Damn it!
I broke you.
Way too much on my plate. Don't stop believing.
You know, Steve Perry's going to be pissed off at you now, too.
Sopa Pippa.
I just got to shut down. Damn it.
Is the feed still up or are we still broadcasting? Secret Service, they're on their way. Black helicopters.
Well, isn't that the prediction for 2012? We're all going to end up on the FBI watch list.
Yup.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
There you
Well, then we knocked 2 of them off tonight because the other story about the
shut down our
virgin
on-air
with
light.
15 children. J5's one of his predictions is there's going to be another child.
Oh no.
I'm not about it.
Me neither.
I'm not drinking that.
Who's drinking the shake?
I'm not.
I still say girls should.
I want to drink it just to see how
No.
nasty it tastes.
I don't want to drink
It actually
that.
sounds really good.
See if we can increase girls' sperm output.
We don't. She doesn't need any more testosterone. Remember the mustache?
Shut up! I do not have a mustache.
I'm jealous.
Stop.
Chris, do you see how Chris? No, don't zoom in. They'll all see the mustache.
See how jealous I get?
Can we flip cameras over here? Or does he have to do it there?
Whoa.
No, move your head up a little.
Up. I think I just saw your.
The wall has pimples. What the hell was that?
No, that was actually the side of the girl's head. She's hiding the mustache.
Come on, show the stash.
Are we
Be
back
proud
to
of the
normal?
stash.
Yeah, we got. Let's get back to normal.
Viva la stash.
Hey, everybody
There
else,
is no normal on the
Everybody
show.
else here has
Only
one.
semi-normal.
We've got placenta pills to talk about.
Yes. Tammy Guida.
I hope you never have anything to do with placenta.
Believes
Me
that
too.
women should eat their own placenta because the nutrient-packed organ that feeds the fetus is rich in nutritional and hormonal properties. I repeat,
Scientologist.
she is not a medical professional. She is a mother of 3, which makes her think she's a medical professional.
Snap into a Slim Jim?
Basic. Oh.
She says that consuming...
That's probably part of what goes into it.
It looks like it.
She says that consuming the placenta helps women
Sheena's all for it.
recover from pregnancy and even prevents postpartum depression. Did you know that? Placenta can help you psychologically. She's quoted as saying, "This is perfectly made for you, by you, with your own hormones."
And I'm sure there is no placebo effect in that at all.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
You have to believe that you're not crazy if you had to eat the damn placenta. I
Listen.
ate this for a reason. I swear to God, I'm not depressed, dude.
Pat,
I
she
don't want
says
to kill
it
my
right
kid.
here.
This story's kind of deja vu. Didn't you do a story about this a long time ago, years ago, about someone eating a placenta?
Well,
Tom
no,
Cruise
no,
did
no.
it.
This isn't. There
No, he
are
did.
people who eat placentas. This
And then he
is-
followed up by eating his baby.
Yeah, this is an actual pill, so it's dried
'Cause this is
up.
what she
it's
did.
grounded. It's ground up in this pill
Yeah,
form.
it's not grounded because that's got to do with electricity.
No, yeah. And kids who were bad. She says that she tried it with her second child and really
How
just
did
had a
she-
great recovery, better than her first, and she really started believing in the practice.
Listen
So
to
this is
this.
what she does, okay? She turned her belief into a business that she so creatively calls Fruit of the Womb.
So do you wear it?
For
And there is a guy in an Apple suit with a baseball bat outside her house as we speak.
pissed. For 200. Okay, now granted, everybody knows what the placenta is. It's the afterbirth that shoots out. It's the gross stuff that comes out. That helps feed the baby. The fetus that's up in you, right? So for $225, she creates the placenta pill for other women in the Denver area. According to her website, her service begins when she travels to the hospital to pick up the new mom's placenta. Then she steams it, dries it, encapsulates it, and returns the afterbirth pill to the new mom within a couple of days.
See, up until encapsulated, I would have thought you were talking about the sheets on the bed.
So does she stand like in the hospital with a pair of scissors, a dehydrator, and like the old school Indian medicine? I can't even think of the name for it. You know what I'm talking
The
about?
forceps
Where they
or
grind, where they
The
grind
mortar
up
and pestle.
everything. He's like, no, really, it's just this easy. I'm
Ew,
gonna
I
snip
just
it,
had
dehydrate it, and grind it up.
I just had an awful flashback to my childhood. My
I'm
mom,
sorry.
When
My-
you ate placenta?
No, my mom was on a diet one time, and she got one.
Of
She
placenta?
bought one of those like dehydrating things, so she could like dehydrate
Oh,
like her
bananas,
fruit and stuff,
oranges,
yeah.
placenta.
And I just
Got
got
it.
like an image of a placenta sitting in that thing.
Now
and
she-
it looks disgusting.
She estimates that about 100 broads.
Are you really familiar with the sight of placenta that you can picture that?
I've seen that video, that Miracle Life video. It comes out after the baby. It's gross.
It
It looks like
shoots
snot
out.
coming out of the vagina.
Red snot. She
Yeah.
estimates
Which I have to imagine is a lot like sex with girl.
that 100 customers have paid for her service in the past 2 years.
She didn't even attempt it. She was like, yeah.
She said, "Wow,
yeah, you're right."
I can't even. Wow. I was gonna say some. Wow.
Typical feedback that she gets from her pills are people saying, "I'm healing faster, I'm bleeding less, I'm feeling good, I'm not feeling as sad." On her website, which is called websiteplacentapills.org.
How could you?
Apparently,
not,
it's not for profit, but she's charging $225.
How could you not be sad after having a kid? I mean, like.
Not everybody.
I would be extremely sad if you had a kid.
On her website, there's a disclaimer that reveals there is no data to support placenta pills as a way to prevent or treat postpartum blues or depression. It's not FDA approved. The services offered by Fruit of the Womb are not clinical, pharmaceutical, or intended to diagnose any treatment or condition. Families who choose to utilize the services in this email take full responsibility of their own health and for researching and using the remedies.
And the FDA has already, I just read another article about this while you guys were talking. The FDA is investigating another website that does this and is threatening to shut them down because they have not had a clinical study and or trial, and they are selling a quote-unquote drug to help alleviate, even though it's homeopathic, they need to have at least some kind of clinical study behind it
to show that it...
Yeah, it doesn't have to be FDA approved, But in order for them to not step in and shut you down, you actually have to have some kind of clinical backup.
Again, I say shut up, government. If there's people stupid enough to pay for this and do it, let them do it.
The FDA hates everyone tonight.
It's a common practice in traditional Chinese medicine that goes back years upon years upon years, and it's very, very prominent in the mammals.
Urinalysis is a typical thing in Chinese medicine. Killing the girls.
Put it in the pill.
The hospital will let you take home your placenta. All
Why
you
can
have
you
to do
not
is
be
tell
Chinese?
them. All you have to do is tell them what you're doing with it. That's so like I
All you
can't even
have to tell
imagine. I can't imagine being like excuse me.
Wallpapering the baby's room.
Well, no, it's so they.
We ran out of glue.
It's so they know how to preserve it correctly.
Scrapbook. What are you doing with this? Num num num.
You preserve it correctly. Do you bronze it?
Brag book.
I know there are
I don't know.
companies that will also make shampoo for you. For
Placenta shampoo.
Placenta shampoo.
Which makes your hair a lot less depressed.
Pat, are you guys gonna keep the placenta?
No.
Depending on how hungry
I'm
he
keeping
is.
the thing that comes keeping the thing that comes before the placenta, sure.
Oh, we're so concentrated on getting the placenta. Where the hell did the kid go?
Oh no.
What's your idiot nominee, girl?
Oh.
Yeah, we usually do that.
Wow.
See, that's kind of a routine part of the show. Every week, we each bring nominees.
I got one.
For idiots.
I got one.
Read it.
People who did things stupid during that week.
Cincinnati.
No, read your idiot nominee now.
Cincinnati.
Moly, moly, moly.
Barely.
And then we vote at the end of the show to see who had the best one.
Right.
The most idiotic, if you will.
Uh-huh.
The biggest idiot of
Of the week. Okay, so I think that's what this is.
Right.
Cincinnati.
So do you think that the placenta pill comes in flavors like teriyaki,
Placenta.
barbecue?
Placenta is a flavor.
Or fish sticks.
You should do placenta jerky.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, I'm standing close to girl. That's
Would
what
you
I
like
meant to
some
pick up.
tilapia placenta?
Screw tartar sauce. Have some placenta with your sticks.
What is that, shrimp? Just dip it right in the placenta.
Best cocktail sauce ever.
Would you like some A1 for your steak? No. I've got placenta. Come on, Pat.
Is this sponsored by the Gordon's Fisherman? Because I just imagine that delightful jingle right afterwards.
How long can this bed go?
Kid tested. We're about to find out. Kid tested, mother approved, placenta.
Do you want me to go?
I'm
You want me
waiting.
just to
I've
wait?
been waiting.
Okay.
Now available in Shark Dick.
Be shark vagina.
Okay. Cincinnati.
And then if there's a
police-
tie in the idiot voting, I usually make up some BS rule as to who won. Girl, what's your idiot nominee?
Cincinnati
Oh my
police
God.
barely had to break a sweat solving a bank robbery on Friday. Cops say that Frank Coleman robbed a U.S. bank branch at 2 p.m. and less than 30 minutes later, he called 911 to turn himself in at
Put
a
all your
nearby
placenta
shopping
in the
mall.
bag. No one gets hurt.
Coleman fled from
You
the
hear?
bank with $2,000.
A placenta.
His plans
Placenta,
were
see?
almost thrown off track when he slipped a note to the
And placenta.
teller
He slipped on
saying,
placenta, see?
Put
Oh.
the money in the bag. The teller replied by saying there weren't any bags.
So use this placenta, see? Just staple it
However,
together.
Coleman, this was before he became an idiot, was prepared for this possibility because he handed the clerk a plastic shopping bag. He pulled off the robbery without using a weapon. Shortly after that, Coleman reportedly dialed 911 to say he was the culprit in the heist and that the cops could pick him up at the Tower Place Mall.
Damn decent of you, see?
Yeah.
That's it?
And that's my idiot of the week.
Why?
See? He called 911 on himself.
What?
He robbed a bank
The
and then
decent
called
human being.
911.
I think
It's called Jiminy Cricket.
I think I'm gonna buy some placenta pills and send them to Arsenal for his next smoothie. Placenta smoothies, man. Placenta and organic blueberries.
They should hook
They
up.
look about the same.
Arsenal and Guida should hook up and make their own business where he provides the semen to make the baby, and then she can give the pills afterward.
Oh,
It's a full end-to-end customer experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It goes
No
full
pun
cycle.
intended.
Let's try to hook them up. Chris, let's see if we can get their numbers during the break. When we come back, we're gonna do Johnny Five's 80 of, not 80 of, top 13. See, listen to Project next.
I think I need a bigger box.
User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningshowCentral.com. If you Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com.
I'm in the mood to dance.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio.
It's driving me crazy. It's like a mind puzzle, an awesome mind puzzle.
Right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. What do you need to know about the Sunday Hangover Show? The name says it all. Leave it alone, man. The Sunday Hangover Show. Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on MorningShowCentral.com. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
It's real easy for a girl to sit here and pass judgment on people and their fake dentists.
Yeah.
She forgets that she's the one who went to a, air quote, doctor who told her to use vegetable oil for lube. Well, that's okay.
I did go to a doctor, and that's
I thought you were
what
going to say she
said.
did use it.
She did use it. She never confirmed nor denied, which means she did.
Yeah, I never confirmed nor denied.
The nice thing is that alcohol cuts through oil, so it's kind of a moot point anyhow with the guy she dates.
So that's pretty much all he had in him anyways.
Yeah.
And why are they all the same? All the guys I date.
Because you have horrible judgment and or they do too.
I'd say it's more the latter than the former. For now, right there, get to the website, project.show.com, project spelled with a K.
Now with a C.
Backwards if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
We are going to recap our idiot nominees. And then Johnny 5 has a special top 13 for us this week.
Ooh, a special one.
It was described to me that since he usually likes to cut on us during the show and then gets extra time on his own at the end of the show to cut on us through his top 13s, that he's going to kind of cut on himself with this week's top 13. Hopefully there's at least one cut on girl in there still.
Possibly.
We can make it happen. Pat.
Mine is out of Washington. 22-year-old Andrew Ellen Kramer was arrested for selling marijuana as well as possession when he was caught selling it on the front lawn of the county courthouse.
Mine is David Belniak, who in 2007 was driving with a bunch of drugs in his system and slammed into the back of a family of 3, killing all of them. He has since pleaded guilty to 3 counts of DUI manslaughter and was sentenced to 12 years in prison. However, now He's choosing to sue the family of the deceased for mental anguish and I forget where the hell it is. Whatever. Stupid stuff. He's trying to sue the people that he killed. Who's next? Johnny 5.
Mine was the Cleveland City Council for failing to fix the traffic lights at Superior and 40th because once they kick off of red, they just light all of them up.
Pain and suffering, mental anguish, loss of capacity for enjoying life.
That's pretty much how I felt trying to make that turn.
Also medical bills. Rooster.
Mine is coming out of Houston, Texas. It's actually the Better Life Clinic for hiring 38-year-old Karina Garcia, who faked a certificate from the state board, who was later arrested for carrying pills, cocaine, and weed all in her car, also with a warrant out for felony welfare. The idiots obviously did not check their sources before they hired this woman.
Girl.
Mine is Frank Coleman of Cincinnati, who called 911 on himself after he robbed a bank.
Those are the nominees. Vote in the chat room now. Voting will go through Johnny 5's top 13, and we'll continue until it gets to my vote. If you don't have your vote in by then, too bad, so sad. The title of this week's top 13, Johnny 5.
13 things about me I'm sure to get my balls busted over.
Let's do it.
The sportos, the motorheads, geeks,
Short Circuit was on today, by the way.
Waste toys, dweebies, dickheads. They all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
Number 5 is alive.
I own Short Circuit, so I'm good.
You are Short Circuit. What are you talking about?
All right, number 13, I got outed. Actually, this was inspired last week. My wife tried to out me on something in the chat room, and I owned up to it to you guys, but I'll own up to everybody else.
If you want to find out what the something is, check it out on the podcast, projectxshow.com.
So number 13, I am, in fact, scared into temporary paralysis by moths.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Or find out here again.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm terrified of moths. Number 12, I inexplicably like the music of Maroon 5.
Ooh.
Wow.
You know what? I'll allow that.
See, I got the DJ on my side.
It could be worse. It could be Bieber.
I suppose.
Number 11, when I was in the 4th grade, I read the dictionary cover to cover for fun.
That's... I can't even make fun of you for that. That's sad.
The narration made no sense. There was no dramatic movement.
Where was that? Number 10, The Notebook easily makes my top 15 favorite movies.
Ooh.
Aww.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
I'm not going to say I hated it, but yeah. Gee, wow.
Oh, I want to cuddle on the couch with you and watch it.
So friggin' gross, dude.
Good night, folks.
Memorandum number 14.
Try to get through this list without puking. Number 9, my music of choice ranges from, country to polka. I'll listen to anything, but if given the choice, it's the blues, followed closely by old R&B, like Jackie Wilson R&B, Motown pop standard from the 40s, and jazz.
That's not a terrible thing.
No, but I'm sure somebody out there is going to bust my nuts over it. Number 8, in my personal opinion, Freddie Mercury is the best rock frontman ever.
There is nothing wrong with that statement.
I'm okay with that.
I am too, but Otter looks like he's about to start whistling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 7, thunderstorms scare the hell out of me.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
For why? Shut up. For why, pussy? For why?
I don't really know. I've been like that since a kid.
Did you hear the story when you were a kid about the little boy who was peeing during a thunderstorm and lightning struck his pee and electrocuted him?
No.
What?
No, I've never heard this story.
If you would have started that sentence with, I can't be the only one in the room.
No, I'm close, though. My grandmother used to tell me that the lightning could go through the shower, could go through the pipes, and that you could get electrocuted in the shower while taking a shower.
And that's because your grandmother was from Jersey, so that makes sense for her.
In the days of reservoirs and metal piping, it.
She lived in Scotland, so I don't know what they had.
I figured maybe you played the game Don't Whiz on the Electric Fence.
Number 6, my wife and I saw Sex in the City in theaters. It was my idea.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, as long as you said your wife saw it, right?
Yeah, I took her to the movies specifically to see that movie, but it was my idea. It was a surprise for her.
And then you dropped her off and went and
No,
chilled in the lobby.
That's what I thought that meant was
No.
you took her and left her there.
I sat through that atrocious
Did
thing.
you cry when Big left Carrie at the altar?
I honestly don't remember.
Spoiler alert!
Number 5, I am a very strong supporter of the feminist movement.
Really?
Yep.
So you
move them.
So you have no problem? You have no problem with the fact that girl doesn't shave?
You don't like showering?
Yeah.
I shave.
I love those bitches.
Not your stash.
Number 4, garden gnomes really creep me out.
That's
just seeing them.
Fair enough.
Number 3, I wanted to name my kids after the McManus twins from the Boondock Saints. But I only won half the battle. Brittany would not budge on Murphy.
That's too bad. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. Number 2, I feel the need to change my underwear twice a day at least.
Now that's a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
3
that
times
is-
if
That's
I
just
work.
odd.
If
Yeah.
I work during the day, 3 times.
That's like OCD.
So
Almost.
wait,
It's
so
weird.
okay, so if you work during the day, then I mean,
Okay.
when are
You
the
take an extra
times?
pair
Yeah.
with you?
No, when are
when
the
I wake
times?
up, okay, I wake up in the morning, and I put on a fresh pair.
Okay.
Okay. Go to work, come home, take a shower, put on a fresh pair. Before I go to bed, I will change again.
That's weird.
And then put on another new pair in the morning.
Yep.
Weird.
That is weird. Okay.
And especially the girl, because she's wearing the same underwear she did on her first show.
It's like the playoff beard. You just.
Oh,
yeah, that's what it looks like down there.
And on her face.
And
Afrotini.
Number 1, I once seriously considered pursuing cosmetology as a career choice.
Oh wow.
Okay, the only reason I'm going to tell you that's not a bad idea is because a buddy of mine and his mom run a salon.
Oh, yeah.
He makes so much money because girls want him to cut their hair.
Yes, but you can see me.
I'll be
That
honest.
would be awesome, dude.
No, I'll be honest.
Like, okay, just walk in. What do you want?
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I would have been surprised if you said you hadn't.
Did you?
Yeah. What career haven't you seriously
You've had more
considered?
careers in the past year than I have in my
He
lifetime.
was a nuclear physicist for a while, I believe, is what we made him.
You know what's?
I was actually approached by the Navy to go to Notre Dame on a full ride if I went into nuclear physics.
You know what's noticeably absent from that list? Went to see Disney on Ice this past weekend.
Did
Hey
not
man,
do that.
you can't say anything about my Disney on Ice after what I just heard.
I don't even remember what I said.
I forget what the hell I was gonna say. Something about Johnny Five being really weird.
And there you go.
Chris vote.
I'm going to go with Rooster's guy.
Rooster vote.
Pat.
Girl vote.
I'm going with Rooster.
Johnny Five vote.
Rooster.
Pat vote.
Rooster.
Rooster. Tally. Drum roll.
Skip it. We already know who won.
Yeah.
Rooster. Hey.
I was a very strong second place.
Yes. Yes.
Strictly because Rooster didn't want to get himself disqualified.
It's really bothering me, the thing I was gonna say. I think it was important too.
All I know is I was reading that list to Brittany, and I realized, I looked at her, I was like, I'm neurotic as hell. Why are you with me?
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to clarify the cosmetology thing.
Uh-huh.
Did you want to be a barber or did you want to be a cosmetologist?
No, I was going to go full scale hair design, makeup, the whole deal.
That's all I needed to know.
Hello, Frisco.
You ain't so far away, I can't whoop your ass, man.
Want to thank everybody who listened and hung out in the chat. If you missed any part of the show, you can catch it tomorrow. Well, probably in a little bit on morningshowcentral.com and on the 24-hour live feed. Also, tomorrow morning-ish on projectxshow.com, where it's available, easy for me to say, for live playback or download. You can find us on iTunes. You can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/pxshow, or follow us on Twitter at ProjectXShow. We're done. We'll be back again next week with Trap House Rave. Peace, bitches.